Welcome to the Matrix Oracle, everyone. My name is Audrey. I am your host for this astro forecast for July 22nd, 23rd, 2023. This is the kickstart of Leo season. So I'm going to wait a little bit, see who is on board to look at this energy. Hi, Roxy. Hi, everyone. Hi, Christina. So this is going to give us a little bit of a snapshot as far as the energy lessons for Leo season. So do not shoot the messenger, please. There's a lot of energies. I don't know how you guys have been feeling. For me, I've been feeling the fire, the energy tension. I have a lot of Leo. Okay, so some of you, according to your chart, by the way, I've been doing those Venus retrograde specials and those North nodes. Some of you, you're going to receive it very shortly. There's so many past lifetimes that are being activated. A lot of the Akash DNA that is being activated for everyone to release some of the patterns. Okay, so we're really in a place where patterns. Hi, Dad. I saw you appear. My dad, king of patterns. Okay, so as I'm saying this, we have, let me show you some of those tension lines. Okay, so tension lines, we have those dotted lines, and we have two that are pointing at Venus retrograde. Okay, so Venus retrograde, this is a master teacher of love, of money as well. Okay, and that means what is your vibrational point of attraction? Some of you that have received your personal readings, you see how freaking activating this is to actually know, especially if you've been struggling with self-love, with having, money flow easily into your life. This is definitely something you would want to pay attention to. Pluto here is still in retrograde in the last degrees of Capricorn, and it's trying to help us align and fix what doesn't feel right. Not fix others, but really make you feel how uncomfortable it is to continue with certain patterns of belief system. And we have in cahoot with this energy, Neptune retrograde, that is in the last degrees of Pisces. What does that mean, last degrees of Pisces? The end, in order to bring new beginnings. So by the way, some of you have been sharing with me, I have very strong, relationships with some of you that, you may have some symptoms as far as depression and feeling really depressed. Realize that depression here, that's very common, those very lower energy, vibration, even like some of you like depressive, suicidal thoughts, things like feeling that this is the end, ego death, dark nights of the soul, they can be triggered in this position. But realize one thing, it's because the universe is trying to show you that it wants you to believe a greater version of yourself. It wants you to see that you are so much greater than what you think you are. It's trying to support you with more love, with more inflow. But that means you have to let go of certain systems of belief, certain emotional triggers that you've been going through. Now, this is interesting because this is where, some of you, if you have Pisces moon, my boyfriend has Pisces moon. He has his moon on my rising. So we've been feeling that. We've been feeling this energy where, there's a lot of karmic change. There's a lot that is being transitioned. So allow yourself to bring that space and realize that if you're in a lower state of vibration, this is you having to let a little bit more breathing room for the integration of some of the lessons. You will be called to pay attention though to your habits, to your routine. And why I'm saying this is that as we're entering Leo season, so that's going to be a theme, okay? This moon is going to trigger paying attention to your constructive or destructive habits. Okay, and it is in quincunx again, all right, with this time Saturn retrograde. Saturn retrograde is still in this degrees of Pisces that is trying to show you the root cause of it all. Now, do not be impatient with this process. Everything is in life is in spiral. So that means you're going to probably think like, oh, I thought I was healed with this shit, okay? How come it's coming back into my life? Because it has deeper roots. It has deeper ramification. Some of you still have to see like how maybe you're funny, Christina. I'm the root cause. We are all the root cause. But that means that if you're the root cause, you're also the root solution. So you have that potential to be your own solution, but you have to really start mastering some of the habits that you are using. Are they avoidance? Are they distraction? You know, at some point I remember I used to use training as my main distraction. And yes, you know, training and exercise was super healthy, and it appeared to everyone that I was just a very healthy person. But at some point I was seeing that I would just work out myself so much that when I was coming home, I was too tired to think about my problems or really do any type of shadow work, energy work, because I was just beat. And I would wake up the next day and I would just run to the gym. So I would just run away from my problems and just make myself tired. Okay. Until I literally told myself, well, you're not going to the gym until you're doing your journaling, doing your shadow work, doing your meditation. And I was like, it was hard. It was hard. I was like, oh, this is going to be my reward. But at the same time, it pushed me to change a little bit of some of my habits. So some of you, it's going to be different. It doesn't have to be like me. I'm just illustrating for you to understand how sometimes we can use healthy habits on the outside in order to hide, in order to avoid some of the deeper work. Okay, so this is very important here, as this finger of God is very influential. Right now, Venus is in a placement of Leo that is like an amplifier, like a magnet on like super level. Okay, because Leo, the archetype, is the seer as far as light work. It wants you to be in a super intuitive space, but within harmony with your mind. So it wants you to really lead with your heart, but know that you're trusting the process, trusting your mind. By the way, thank you so much for the badge, honey. And as you're doing this, Mercury is in the background. And Mercury, and this is something that I pin, and I'm the one dancing in this reel, where I say, you have to pay attention to what brings you freedom. Because everything that brings you freedom is right. And everything that is not bringing freedom is going to feel wrong. But this is where the moon right now is saying, but is it true freedom? Or is it escapism? So this Leo season is starting with a bang as far as really looking inside of our hearts. Because the way we're going to feel about ourselves, the way we're going to maybe avoid certain things, it's not gonna let us. It's not. We have major planets that are retrograde. Those are master teachings. Okay, it's kind of like you're not in high school anymore. You're in college, and it's like the dean here, Pluto, and say like, you're not gonna pay attention. Pluto energy feels like chaos, destruction, and it's in alignment here. So that means some of you, if you really feel like your life is getting in chaos or out of alignment, there's definitely something here that has to be reviewed. And by the way, no judgment here, because I've been feeling this energy. I was like, what the heck is going on? So those are strong lines of energy because it wants you to upgrade. upgrade how you feel about yourself, upgrade how you move into life. Okay, so now the placement of Mars here are triggering a lot of compassion and also asking you to pay attention and be grateful for the conflict. Okay, some of you may know some of the rays of the rainbow, the white ray of Archangel Gabriel. Some of you, if you know about it, this is the ray of harmony through chaos, through conflict. Okay, so here, this specific degree of Mars is saying you got to push through, because through this conflict, there is growth. There is growth that is waiting for you. Okay, so that's what I have as far as this lovely weekend. And by the way, some of you, if you want to check out my bio link, you can access my latest music healing. I created this to help with this energy that I was seeing, that I forecasted, especially with this new moon in Cancer, that was very much about bringing new healing abilities inside of ourselves and becoming our own medicine, source of healing. And I just created this one, this music for removing addiction. So now, I thought this was going to be more for addiction in terms of substance, until I found out my own addictive matrix. Okay, there's something called quantum fascia. Okay, this is a liquid, this is collagen. It's like acting as a liquid crystal matrix inside of your body. It connects your organs to your muscles. It literally sets you off into emotion. So some of you, if you struggle, just like I told you, I used to go to the gym as a little mechanism to avoid doing my energy work, my meditative work. I had to change it. It was hard. I was like, wow, that's not easy. Thank you so much, Crystal. So some of you, if you have also had any trauma, any type of abusive relationship, use that frequency. It's going to help you activate that web of maybe the habits that you've developed that are no longer supporting you, that are now being asked by the universe to be removed. So this is my way as far as helping the collective. Sound was my savior. Sound helped me, remove a lot of energy blocks, especially the ones to start meditating and activate my spiritual journey. So yes, those lives are saved. So thank you so much. Hi, Mel. Thank you, Christina. I'm glad you're here. I think there were some messages for some of you that showed up. All right, so have a great weekend. I will see you soon. Namaste.